What's good, YouTube? This your boy Will, the indicator trader, and I'm doing an update video for the Will bot. Okay, I'm just showing you guys. You guys might be asking why you got the EMAs there. That's how you guys like I say. There's a good and there's a bad when you do things, but I'm gonna get into it. Why I got the EMAs there for the people who just want to trade with the trend. The bad part is you will miss the trend change. The good part is you will catch the continuation. So like I said, there's always a good and there's always a bad. Okay, but this video is pretty much just an update on the new break even. Nothing really new. It's just we changed the percentages for pips, so meaning it's easier. So let's get right into it. So this is how you would set it up for New York session on the M1 every morning if you wanted to trade just the New York session. Now the way that I do it, guys, like this morning, caught 45 pips on the buy, pretty good. It knocked me out 45 pips profit. Then it shot up 150 pips. That happens. So the reason why we got 90 pips, if momentum is powerful that morning, it will hit the TP. Meaning, once candle close above the 45 pips, the stop loss will move. Excuse me, locking you into profit 45 pips. Momentum will smash TP. Unfortunately, it didn't happen this morning, but at least we got 45 pips out of it. Okay, no big deal. So I'm starting with $1,000 account. $89 was from Bitcoin early to show you guys that you can grow $1,000 account with this bot, just following the rules, and that's it. So let's get into it. So we're gonna set it up for the morning tomorrow. So we're gonna put M1 time frame. Okay, allow break even true. And right here, whatever number you put in this is what it's going to go for. Regular pairs, you have to add a 0 to this, including the TP. Okay, so I'm going to put 45 pips here. US 30, you don't have to add a 0. Regular pairs, you do have to add a 0. Okay, so the lot size is already at 0.1, and TP is already default at 90 pips. And we're going to put true for the timing, which is 16 o'clock. And that's it. Boom. Hit OK. And it's ready, okay? It was already saying this, but it's already ready, okay? It's totally ready, nothing different. So tomorrow it will start trading tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay? Now that's how you set it up for New York session, and that's how you do it, okay? Now, how to trade it color to color after New York session, okay? What you want to do is you want to go, I told you guys, after New York session, which is come back to the chart 6 p.m. and go to the M5. Reason being so that you can close the sideways movement, okay? So you can close all of that. The 5-minute is very, very accurate after New York session, meaning at 6 p.m. That's when you're gonna redrag the bot, or you don't even have to drag the bot. Just click this button up here to make it stop, and then turn it back on at 6 p.m. And this is what you're gonna change the settings to. So you're gonna go here. You're going to change it to the M5, and this is where you're going to take the break even off, okay, false. And how I would do it, personally, I'll put TP 10 pips, okay. Now, of course, you can trade color to color after this. The move will be very, very powerful. So the color to color people, you can do color to color. You will catch the trend, okay. You will definitely catch it. So this is me personally. I don't race. I marathon. So I'm scalping 10 pips every day with a nice lot size. Do it 100 times a day. I'm at $1,000 instantly in 10 trades. Not even 10 trades because the 45 pips from earlier, just the extra 5 more setups, that's $1,000. You know, it all depends on how I'm feeling. You know, but my target is 50 pips to 100 pips a day. Okay, so we're gonna put that at 10 pips, and we're gonna put this at false. Now, what's gonna happen is once we put this at false, it will say 24 hours. So once we hit OK. We go to the M5, and we're gonna see it's gonna say 24-hour day trading. So that means from here on out, it's gonna trade color to color for 24 hours, meaning it's gonna trade color to color unless I have a TP. So as you can see, 6 p.m. is right here. This is where you will actually come to the 5-minute time frame. You could do the 15-minute time frame, you could do 30, you could do the hour. Okay, this is how I will put it. Now, if you don't want to put a TP for the 5-minute time frame, you will simply just move. You'll simply just put the TP higher, okay? Meaning at 1,000 pips. So put it at 1,000 pips. It's never going to hit 1,000 pips on a 5-minute time frame, but that's, you give it room to do color to color. So you put it at 1,000 pips to hit OK. Okay, so from that point, you're making it do color to color every time. So whenever you have a goal and you hit your daily goal, you're done. Okay, you're pretty much done. You would start over the next morning New York session. You would just change back to the previous settings for New York session. After you're satisfied with your profits, have your goal set. Once you hit your goal, turn it off. Then make it start trading again tomorrow at New York session and do the same thing all over again the next day. So for the hour, before I go back. So if you wanted to scout like a beast, the 5 minute, you can literally put it at break even 5 pips and target 10 pips. So that's if I wanted to break even, but I don't let it break even. I just let it go straight to 10 pips because sometimes drawdown do happen. So I just aim for 10 pips, and once you smash, I'm done. Okay. So for example, if you wanted to do that though, you just pretty much just break even true 5 pips, boom. If you was trading any other regular pairs, including XRP, you would add a 0 to it, but for US30 you don't. And then I will completely simply do that. Okay, so true for my break even at 5 pips, true, not true, but 10 pips profit for my TP. So boom, it is ready to scout. Okay, it is ready to scout for 10 pips and break even at 5 pips. For the hour chart, okay, for the hour chart, this is a good settings. Okay, so if you're gonna do it for the hour, this is a good settings for it. Okay, so you're gonna go to the hour chart, and then you're gonna put break even true, break even 90 pips, okay, TP 150 pips. So what's going to happen when candle closes above 90 pips, it's going to automatically move your stop loss at 90 pips. So whatever the market does, don't matter, you're locked in 90 pips. But if it's a lot of momentum behind you, it will automatically go and smash 150 pips for you. But at least you get 90 pips, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to hit okay to that. So remember, 90 pips break even. The lot size, TP 150 pips. If you're trading a regular pair, add a 0 to the 15 and add a 0 to the 90 if you're trading regular pairs. Regular pairs, GBP, work very, very, very good on a 5 minute. Very good on the 5 minute. It was smashing 10 pips like nothing on a 5 minute chart. But the higher the time frame, the better. So, which is the hour chart. Okay, so I will hit OK and then go to the hour chart, and now it's ready to be a scalping beast. Okay, so it is ready to trade on that time frame. Now I'm gonna put it back on for tomorrow, New York session, because that's what we have it set for. Okay, put that at true and put that at break even at 45 and put this at 90 pips, and we're gonna put this at true so I can go over the whole method for you guys with what the EMAs are doing, okay, and how it could save you. So let me just go through that. Okay, false, true, 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 45 pips TP. Okay, boom. So it's gonna go 16 hours from now. So what the EMAs are for, guys? The EMAs are for this reasons. Okay, it's very powerful on higher time frames, so on, so on, so on. It's very extremely, extremely, extremely powerful if you're doing a higher time frame. So I'm gonna break it down on the hour chart since it's more clean. So basically what you're going to do, or basically the 5 minute, since it's after the New York session, 5 minute time frame. Now the bad part is doing it like this, you will miss the trend change. The good thing is that you will only trade with the trend and you won't take unnecessary trades. But like I told y'all, the 5 minute always go 10 pips every time. But this is for the people who wants to trade just with the trend and don't want to take unnecessary trades. Now, the bad part is trading like this, you're going to miss the trend move. You're going to miss the trend setup, which is the trend change, which is this. So you will miss out on 75 pips if you was trading color to color. But the good thing about it is, as long as you see the blue is still above, which is in this case, you see the blue is above, you would set the bot to only take long. So meaning you're going to go to the expert advisor, you're going to go to comment, and you're going to change this only long, and it's only going to take long positions. Same if the 50 was above the 8, you would take only shorts. You would change this to only short. Now remember, this is for people who only wants to trade with the trend. So what do I mean by that? So you can see here, the 8 was above, and you would have definitely caught this if you was trading color to color. You can do color to color like this. Now when you're trading with the trend, you can hold. Okay, you can hold. However long you're gonna hold, that's on you. You're your own person, but you can hold. Okay, as you can see here, if you would have saw this above, you would have put for it to take longs only. And then when you saw this cross, you probably would have said, no. But I'll recommend to look you know, pay attention. As you can see, the blue is still above, but you have to spot this. So I would say this buy is invalid just because it's not still above it. Okay, this buy, as we speak, is actually valid because the blue is still above, so you would have only had it to take long positions. And as you can see, you can, like I said, you can hold it because you're trading with the trend only. So as you can see, if you would have took this buy, it would have kept being shot up, and you would still be in that buy, holding it color to color. Now, how long you're gonna hold it? That's pretty much on you, but you're gonna basically use the EMAs to trade only with the trend. So, like I said, here's the bad part: you missed the trend change, you missed this 100 pip drop. Okay, but if you look here, that's pretty close, very close, very close. So I can't really say you would have took that, but definitely here you would have taken, you would have made a take on the shorts. And like I say, how long you're gonna hold, don't know. Every day the market is different, but this market dropped 42 pips. Okay, so that was a winning trade if you went less or whatever, if you hold the trade however long. But the bad part is you're going to miss the trend change. The good part is you're going to catch only with the trend. So remember, after 6 p.m., which is right here, you can clearly see the space between them. This is a nice one because you can see the space between them is very huge. I would recommend to have it looking like that, so you know for sure we're in an uptrend. So you know this more space between these EMAs, the better, because you kind of know the uptrend and the downtrend. So this was a nice buy, okay? Because you can see the space. So you would have saw this, and you would have only would have put the bot to take long positions, no short. So meaning, like I said, even though the 5 minute it gives you 10 pips every color change, but you know you got some people that just want to trade with the trend. So this is how you do it. So at 6 p.m. after New York session, you're going to look at the EMAs. You're going to say, oh, it's very spaced between them. Only take buys. Okay. So the bot would only open up this buy right here. How long you're going to hold it? Don't know. Clearly up to you. And then it's not going to take sales as long as you have it on long only, because it's not going to take unnecessary sales. So this sell, how much would this sell? Okay, this sell was very close, 9 pips. Okay, so that is why, that's the benefit of not having it take unnecessary sales. The bot would have opened up the buy here, catching about 44 pips up. Like I said, how long you hold it for is completely up to you. I can't tell you how long to hold it. That is completely up to you. So as you can see here, let's go to the 6 p.m. So after 6 p.m. right here, you would have set it only to take shorts. Set it only to take shorts. But as you can see, you see the cross here. Okay, you can peek at it sometimes to make sure you can automatically change it back to take longs only. So you can see the cross here. You can see the space get created. This is New York session, so more than likely you would have set the bot to do New York trades, so we can't count that. You really want to count from 6 p.m. to no longer than London session. Okay, so from 6 p.m. you got to catch a move. 6 p.m. to like London session, the latest, or maybe before New York session. So you probably could push it to 1 to 8. Okay, meaning you can have the bot to start trading at 1, and then have it stop at 8 o'clock. Okay, you can do that as well. And then once you stop it at 8 o'clock, then you can set it up for New York session before the session opens. So I think that'll be the smartest thing to do here. So as you can see here, you can clearly see the red is above. It's not a lot of space to them, but as long as that red is maintaining above, you can have it only take shorts and no buys. Okay, so right here it shot down 40, 50 pips. So that's the second time we've seen it do more than 40 pips. So what should that tell you? Well, maybe I need to set a TP, but you can sometimes do color to color, and you can patiently wait for the big drop and the big move. So as you can see here, it still would have taken that short if you didn't see the EMAs above and the 50 is still above. It would have definitely taken this short, dropping another 44, 45 pips, getting you out of that, taking the short. So this is the move you could catch if you make it do color to color. So this was a huge drop, 50 by almost 500 pips before taking you out. So that's the benefit of trading with the trend. The bad part is catching the you're not going to catch the trend change, but you would take less trades, but almost a 95% winning trades because you're trading with the trend only. So right here we can clearly see that the blue is above. So from this point here, we would have only had it to take sells. Okay, so remember, we're stopping the bot at 15 o'clock. So right here, the bot would have stopped right here. It wouldn't have taken no trades. It actually had sells, so you would have had it taking shorts only because the 50 is above. So it would have caught a sell right here, dropping about 63 pips at that's what 2 a.m. in the morning, and then it would have caught another sell right here, dropping about 24 pips, catching another sell right here, dropping about another 42 pips. And if you didn't spot the cross, it would have took this sell again if you didn't spot the cross. But this is almost New York session. So as we can see that, right, it pretty much puts you only with the trend. This is very good. It's very good because it's going to save you from catching unnecessary trades. But like I told you guys, when the blue pop up, it usually do 10 pips more. Now right here was 73 pips. But see, if you was trading with the trend, you would have never took that unnecessary buy. It would have took this, actually, you would have actually caught this sell. Because once you see the 50 is above, shorts only. Okay, at 6 p.m. you see the 50 above, make it do shorts only, no buy sells. But it still will take you out when it turns blue. Okay, but it won't take the buy. Okay, so here it dropped about 26 pips. Okay, here it dropped another 36 pips. Okay, so remember, it's only taking shorts at this point. Here it dropped about 58 pips. So all this could be literally TPs. Here what it took, it dropped about, I'll say 19 pips. So remember, we're stopping at 8. So around this area, it would have stopped anyway. So we want to trade from 1 to 8, okay? So right here, we would have said buys only, buys only. So here's the bad part, guys. This is what you missed, okay? This is the bad part. You will miss this trend reversal, but you would eventually catch it going back. As you can see here, clearly kind of close, but if it's no space to them, so I can't really tell you that you would have put it shorts only. But if you did hold the shorts, you can see the benefit of it. It drops almost 177 pips, and actually, no, you would never took that. I'm sorry. You didn't have any setups. You didn't have any setups that day. From 1 to 8 o'clock, you didn't have any setups. So that was a no day of trading if you was trading with the trend. So let's go here. We're taking buys only if we see the space like that. So you would take buys only, no shorts. So right here, it would have been what before price put back, about 28 pips up. Here, you could, yep, this is good. You would have had it to take buys, no shorts. Price shot all the way up, about 61 pips. And so on, so on. The bot would have stopped right here, okay? So you can do it like this, okay? So right here, you will see this space between them. You know it's a downtrend. Take shorts only, no buys. Price, this was a loss right here. About, shouldn't be no big of a loss. So that was only a 14 pip loss. Okay, boom. Open the bot right here, and it drops about 24 pips. So you got that loss back with the 10 pips. So here, this is the only bad part about it, guys. You missed these, okay? You missed the trend change in doing that, which, like I said, is always a good if you take out something. There's always a bad when you take out something. So like I said, this is completely up to you guys. If you want to do it with the trend, this is how you do it, okay? So right here, when it took a sell, okay, knocked you out instantly back out of the sell. It would have never taken the buy though. It would have waited for the red again. So right here was another, not a big of a loss, not bad, until it caught the sell for you. So right here is where the big move happened, which is about 88 pips. So roughly, it will have a big move, 50 pips or more, okay, when you're trading just with the trend. But I'll say, you know, just peek at it. And about right here, as we approach New York session, you can clearly see you would have had the bot stop at 5, not 5, but 8 o'clock in the morning. So you can do this manually as well, guys. So if you're watching this and you are doing the method manually, you can add these EMAs and just trade with the trend. Very, very accurate, very less trades, unnecessary trades. Like these unnecessary buys, it will not take them. It will only take trades with the trend if you set it up that way, if you're able to spot it. So right here, it did a 20 pip drop before taking you out. Right here, it did almost a 12 pip drop. right here. So you can see it's only taking sells. Why? Because the red is above, okay? And we do the same for buys. Right here was a 10 pip drop. Okay, right here was your first loss. Actually, how big was this loss? Okay, this loss was about 24 pips, including the spread. And then here, very, very close. Don't know if you would have made it take that sell, but if you did, you definitely got that loss back plus more, okay? If you were scalping, you definitely got that loss back. Or if you've done color to color. I recommend if you're on the 5 minute, just do color to color so you can catch that possible big move up or down, okay? So right here, you would have came to the chart, you would have said sells only. So it would have caught this sell dropping about 10 pips before losing right here. That's about what 18 pip loss. It would have never took that buy. So if it did though, you know, you can see the benefit. Okay, like I said, it's always a bad and a good to something. But this is for the people who want to trade color to color. So you can see the red is above. So if you don't have the bot running before this cross, then it's not going to catch it. It is something you have to catch instantly. So you have to see it here and then quickly turn the bot on so it can catch this drop. Okay. So this drop was about 53 pips before it reversed like about right here. So that would have been 32 pips guaranteed, and it would have opened you up another sell right here, dropping another 21 pips. It would have took no buys in this area. Now this was a hell of a trade right here. The bot would have definitely caught that if you had it running. But like I said, if you don't spot the cross before, you were not going to be able to catch that. Okay, but if you was trading color to color, not following the trend, that is the benefit. Like I said, there's a good and there's a bad to everything. Okay, you wouldn't have never took the bot to take a sell here because the red is not above. Okay, so like I said, there's a good and a bad to everything, guys. So right here, you would have saw that. You would have had to take buys only. Okay, take buys only, and as you can see, you would have had to take this buy, and it would have got you out instantly about no more than I'll say what the spread is. And then if you would have had it there, the 8 is still above. It went up about 21 pips. That loss wasn't even a pip. So when you get to this point, it's not going to take this sell, so you're going to miss this sell. That's like I said, it's always a good and a bad. So you would have missed that sell. Okay, so as you can see, when price did the reverse, you missed it because you're going off what the EMA say. So like I said, there's a good and there's a bad with everything. So right here, this is when you know, the New York session opens up. But like I said, there's a good and there's a bad to everything, guys. If you want perfect, I would definitely recommend not to aim for perfect. But if you want to trade color to color, this is the you don't do this. Color to color will catch all of it. But you know, trading with the trend only, this is the results you would get. It will only take high probable trades though, because you're only taking with the trend because you're trading what you see. So if you see the red above the blue, you're taking buys only. You see the blue, when you see the blue above the red, you're taking buys only. You see the red above the blue, you're making the bot take sells only. So this is how you do it with the trend, okay? So once you saw this, you would have said buys only, okay? And it would have opened up this buy before losing it to this, okay? So that would have been 20 plus 27 pips down, okay? And then you would have noticed the 50 cross, so you would have said, wait, let me wait, and you would have had to take sells only at this point, but seeing the cross here, buys only, and then you would have saw the cross here. Now it's sells only, and then you would have had to take the sells only before losing instantly. Not bad at all, okay? But this is where the bot would have stopped anyway. So you can see when there's a trend, this is very beneficial, okay? So like I said, when you're trading with the trend only, this is what you're going to miss, okay? So that's why I say there's a bad and there's a good. So if you're having trading color to color on a 5, you will miss moves like these, okay? So that is the bad part about it. So like I say, I'm going to tell you guys how to trade only with the trend. It's completely up to you. Completely up to you on how you want to do it. So I don't want to keep you guys too long on it. You know, make this video longer than what it is. It's 24 minutes long. Like I say, the higher the time frame, the more beneficial. Okay, when there's a nice trend going up, you catch it. So in this point, it caught it when it was pulling back. But like I said, the color did not change, and price kept going up eventually, 100 pips. Okay, so like I said, you can use. Wait, matter of fact, that was actually too soon. So no, but that was way too soon. We have to catch it in this time. So right here, you would have saw it was a selling market only, and you would have told it to sell only. So remember, the higher the time frame, the more accurate. Okay, so price actually came in New York session, you would have already been holding. Okay, so the higher the time frame, the more accurate, guys. So you would have saw the red was a blue, take sells only, and it would have took this sell right here, even though this is um, the New York session. But like I said, it's very beneficial. Okay, very beneficial. It won't hurt to do this, to trade the bot like this on a higher time frame. So one thing I could tell is on a higher time frame is way more accurate. Okay, way more accurate. All you have to do is patiently wait for the big move to the upside. So right here, it took a loss, but the loss wasn't that big at all. It was only about, including, like, not big, probably like 18 pips. Then it took a sell here, took you out, and then this is where the big move happened. Involved after. So you can see that you can use this and make it take only trades. But the bad part about it, guys, you will miss the trend change trading like that. So, I don't want to keep you guys too long in the video, but that's just the advice that I can tell you guys. I know most of you guys might want to see what it looks like on the M1 after New York session. Like I say, the higher the time frame, the better. So here, it would have took us by there. Before take you out almost just the spread, opening the buy here, and it shot up about 30 pips. And then this was another buyer would have took, and then another buyer would have took, eventually losing. Another buyer would have took, eventually losing. And then it would have took the buy. So the good thing is it's only taking out the buys, and then it's not taking the sells, which means it's not going to sell buy sell buy. You're only gonna take trades with the trend, and if you trade color to color, eventually you're gonna catch it. If you trade only the color, eventually you're gonna catch these moves like this, like 36 pips, and then like I said, if it's a trend, it's deadly. If it's a trend, okay. But when the trend weakens, you will start catching more L's if you don't spot the trend is weakening like this. Price stops shooting up big until price actually makes its move. So, like I said, there's a good and there's a bad to everything. If you ask me, I would definitely trade color to color on the M5. Definitely trade color to color to catch those big moves. Less noise, because positions like this, when the market opens up, this is the moves you will catch. But you got some people out there that just want to trade with the trend. So, I got to look out for y'all too. But if you're doing that, you miss the trend change, okay? So this is moves you will miss, okay? Guaranteed about, no matter what, 45, 44 pips if you didn't get out right here. So, like I said, it's completely up to you, okay? You get to pick whatever you want to do. It's completely up to you. But I had to throw that out there, to teach you guys if you only want to trade with the trend. That is how you correctly do it. Okay, so hopefully, if you guys got any questions, just drop it in the comments. Message me. I respond back to you guys, and that's it. And hopefully you guys don't have any questions because I answered everything. But if you do, message me at Will the Great One, and I will gladly assist you. All right. So without further ado, let's eat.